This our super elemental mob battle is starting right now.
We have a roulette wheel, and we will spin it to find out which mob we must build. And we will get a secret prize for it.
Whoa!
There is a big wall between us, and each of us will work on our own side. And at the end, there will be a battle.
I am ready to start the battle, and I already see which mobs I need to build. Golem, shark, fish, and a creature. Yes!
These are unusual mobs, but I will need to build a golem, a Ifrit, and 2 others.
I want to see how JJ presses the button and the wheel starts spinning fast.
Woohoo!
The wheels spin round and round faster and faster, and I wait for it to stop, and then I see my result and I say, I got a lava golem, and this is super exciting and very big, and I am ready to start building right now. Woohoo!
That is real luck, and now I go to my own Wheel of Fortune and I start spinning it faster and faster.
Woohoo!
And I watch closely to see what I will get, and I cannot wait for it to stop.
I watch very carefully without missing anything, and I clearly see that Mikey gets to build an ice golem. And this will be very interesting to watch and compare.
I will build the best golem ever.
I am going to my side now, but I have a special tricky machine, and
I will build a whole army of small golems, and there will be many of them, and they will all be ready and strong for the final battle.
I start building my new golem right now, and I work faster and faster, and I focus on every block and every detail to make it look great. Hey! I am building the base, and it will be very big and very strong and much bigger than usual, and it will be the perfect start for my giant. Oh, I need to place the lava blocks very carefully so the whole structure stays strong and does not fall apart, and then I decide it is time to make a fun prank on Mikey.
I already built a whole army of ice golems, and they are many and strong, and I will definitely win this battle and no one will stop me.
I break part of the golems that Mikey built, and I keep going. And this is very funny, and I cannot stop. Oh!
I have almost finished everything and only a little is left, and focused on my work, and I do not want to get distracted at all.
Whoa! That was very fun! And Mikey did not notice anything at all, so now I keep building and continue my work.
And my army will surely defeat its opponent.
Yeah. My golem is almost finished now, and it looks big and strong, and I just need to complete the big head.
My whole army is gone, and I do not understand how. This is possible, so I fly to JJ's side and I feel very angry.
Huh? Mikey, that I did nothing, and this must be some kind of mistake, and I send him back to his side and say the battle will start very soon.
Oh! I hope my golems can handle this even if there are not as many as I planned, because the battle will start very soon and I must be ready.
Whoa! The battle starts right now, and I look at Mikey and say his golem is much smaller than mine, and now the ice starts attacking the lava.
Ah! I don't think I have a chance.
Oh, I see that my golem is much stronger and more powerful. And right now it even steps on one of the small golems and keeps moving forward.
I cannot believe my eyes because I have never seen anything like this, and my golems are losing in everything, and one of them even gets kicked away.
I see that the battle is going in my favor, and then I see my lava golem use a special ability and drop a huge cube on 2 golems at once.
I have lost this battle now, and I have no golems left to keep fighting, and I cannot continue.
I celebrate my victory, and I feel very happy because I earned 1 point by defeating Mikey in this battle.
Oh, I want a rematch right now, and I am ready to try again. So let's start spinning the Wheel of Fortune faster and faster and not waste any time.
I accept this challenge with no hesitation, and I will be the first to spin the Wheel of Fortune right now, and I am excited to see what I get.
Oh!
I watch very carefully and do not look away as JJ presses the button. And then the Wheel of Fortune starts spinning very fast, and I follow every move.
Yeah. I got very lucky this time because I got an Ifrit, and this is a great result. And now I look at Mikey Wheel of Fortune to see what he will get.
Woohoo!
It is spinning very fast, and I want to know the result as soon as possible, and now I see it clearly, and I understand it is a swamp creature.
The new building starts right now, and we both go to our sides, and at the end I activate my special machine, and the wall becomes transparent again so I can see everything. Woohoo!
I am starting right now. Oh,
Now it is time to build a flying Ifrit, and I will need yellow, orange, and red blocks, and I will use them to make it look bright big and powerful. Whoa! I start building tall columns very carefully and step by step because this will be the lower part of my mob, and it must be very strong and stable and hold everything above it. Woohoo! I keep building the columns one by one, and I make them even higher and stronger, and I place every block carefully, so the base looks very solid and neat. I continue building another column, and I work faster but still carefully, and I make sure everything is even and strong and looks good from every side. I need to check what Mikey has built during this time, and I turn and look over to his side to see his progress.
I already built small swamp creatures, and now there are 4 of them. And I am proud of them because they are ready and standing in place.
I activate my special machine again, and the wall becomes transparent. And now I clearly see that Mikey is planning something tricky.
I'm gonna blow up JJ's building.
Huh? I am going to replace all the diamonds with normal dirt blocks inside Mikey's swamp creatures, and this is going to be a super funny prank that he will never expect. I carefully and quickly change every diamond into dirt one by one, and I make sure Mikey does not notice anything at all while I work fast and secretly. This is so funny and such a playful and clever prank that I cannot stop laughing, and now I am completely sure that the next battle will be a clear and amazing victory for me.
I already connected all the redstone and placed a huge amount of TNT everywhere.
I activate my machine again and the wall becomes fully transparent, and I can clearly see that Mikey really thinks the explosion is going to happen.
I look over at JJ's side because there is no TNT at all. My whole plan failed, and on top of that, all my swamp creatures are no longer made of diamond and look normal now.
It is time to finish building the Ifrit, and I focus on every block carefully and make sure it looks perfect and is ready for the upcoming battle. Hey! I am going to pour lava all over the top part of my mob because it can throw lava, and this will make it super powerful, dangerous, and unstoppable during the battle and give me a big advantage. I carefully close the mob's head so everything is ready, and now the battle officially begins, and I call Mikey to start because it is the perfect time to see who will win and whose mob is stronger.
I did not have enough time to fix anything on my side, and now my chances of winning are really tiny, and it feels almost impossible to catch up with JJ's mob. Oh,
The battle is starting right now, and we will see clearly whose mob is stronger, faster, and more powerful. Whoa!
Ifrit is extremely strong, and it starts throwing huge amounts of lava everywhere, covering the area, and it is so powerful and unstoppable that it is impossible to get close to it.
Mikey's swamp creatures are all trapped inside a big trap. Mikey, so wipe away your watery tears and envy me in silence while I spin this golden wheel of fortune again with a triumphant whistle, which this time has gifted me the crushing power of the greatest fire dragon, whose every scale will shimmer with molten netherite, and whose blazing wingspan will make your entire ridiculous build shudder with primal terror before I even lay the first block in the foundation of this winged monster.
Don't even hope that your overgrown fire-breathing lizard will last even a minute against my colossal giant shark, which I'm about to build in a titanic aquarium the size of a royal castle, filling its monstrous maw with thousands of razor-sharp diamond teeth capable of easily biting any of your lava scarecrows in half. And while you're sweating there from the heat of your dragon, I'll stealthily pour a good dozen buckets of icy water on your red-hot foundation so that all your painstaking work turns into a pile of useless gray cobblestone and obsidian in the blink of an eye.
Your pathetic threats stink of rotten fish and cheap protein, you silly bodybuilder, because while you're messing around with your fragile glass jars and leaky buckets, my majestic dragon is already spreading its blazing wings over the entire arena, lighting it up with infernal light. And right now, I'm starting to pelt your construction crane with bundles of TNT so you'll go flying along with your half-finished shark before you even have time to fit a single fin. For in this decisive round, my sacred flame will consume your entire wet kingdom without a trace and turn it into a cloud of steam. Hey! I'm erecting this colossal foundation from the most scorching lava blocks that can only be mined in the depths of the nether, and every stone I place makes the air around tremble with unbearable heat, turning my construction site into a blazing altar for the great fire dragon, whose body will shimmer with flows of living flame while you, Mikey, choke in your puddles and try to glue together the shattered glass of your aquarium, which will burst into tiny shards as soon as my winged monster takes its first fiery breath. I'm carefully laying the last red-hot blocks into the massive tail of my fire dragon, which is already starting to look like a living mountain of netherite. And now that its blazing silhouette towers proudly over the arena, it's time to teach you, Mikey, a real lesson in surviving a drought. I'm jumping down from my scaffolding and heading straight for your giant aquarium, clutching entire stacks of super-powered dry sponges that will turn your ocean into a lifeless desert in an instant, before you even have a chance to fit a single tooth into your ridiculous shark. With every move I make, your titanic water kingdom is rapidly shrinking, and I watch with delight as the dry sponges crunchingly soak up tons of water, exposing your fragile glass walls and leaving your half-finished shark helplessly flopping its fins on the dry bottom. While you're panicking and rushing around with empty buckets, trying to save what's left of your aquarium, I'm systematically turning your build into a pile of useless junk, so you'll understand. Against the heat of my dragon and my cunning, your wet tricks aren't worth a single penny. You sneaky little pest, Mikey. You caught the moment and doused my red-hot foundation with icy water, turning my fire dragon scales into a heap of gray cobblestone and steaming obsidian. But your agility won't save you. I'm furiously ripping out every ruined block with my diamond pickaxe and replacing them with blazing netherite slabs of pure lava. My winged monster rises from the ashes even more formidable, and now that I've finished its giant wings, one flap will evaporate all your pathetic puddles along with your half-finished shark. Watch and tremble, Mikey, as my majestic fire dragon takes one powerful flap of its blazing wings, instantly evaporating the remnants of your pathetic puddle. Your half-finished shark, looking more like a helpless tadpole, didn't even have time to snap its teeth before my monster dove down, grabbed it with its clawed paws, and swallowed it whole, leaving nothing of your build but a cloud of steam and a pile of ash at the bottom of the empty aquarium.
That was totally unfair, JJ, because I was almost finished filling its gills with water and installing those diamond teeth that were supposed to bite your netherite lizard in half. I just didn't expect your dragon to be so hungry and fast that it would decide to snack on my shark before the battle even officially started, but don't get too happy. In the next round, the Wheel of Fortune will definitely pick something truly giant and wet for me.
It seems luck has officially moved into my lava castle today, Mikey, because the Wheel of Fortune gave me a giant lava slime, which won't just hop around the arena, but will split into hundreds of little flaming copies, flooding every inch of your floor with molten magma. While you're messing around with your prickly underfish, I'll build such a multi-layered structure of glowstone and magma blocks that just looking at it will make your eyes water from the heat, and my slime will grow every second, consuming all the space around. Woohoo!
And don't even think that your pathetic attempts to build an aquarium for that pot-bellied pufferfish will save you from inevitable fiasco, because I've already prepared a couple of stacks of TNT to blast your glass partitions to smithereens as soon as you try to pour even a drop of water in there. My slime will be so massive and sticky that your prickly fish will just get bogged down in its red-hot...
I'm erecting this colossal pulsing cube out of pure magma blocks, and every strike of my pickaxe makes the arena shudder from the heat as my lava slime takes its monstrous shape, turning into a literal mountain of red-hot jelly capable of swallowing your whole aquarium in a single hop. I'm carefully pouring buckets of the thickest nether lava into its body so it glows with infernal fire and leaves scorched earth behind, while you, Mikey, are trying to glue glass together for your tiny fish that will just boil in its own juice the moment my monster lands nearby. Whoa! Look at this perfect square silhouette I'm polishing to a shine with glowing basalt, creating the effect of living, shimmering magma that's about to burst out and flood your entire construction site. While you're busy with your blueprints, Mikey, I decided to add some real heat to your build and snuck over to your rows of those ridiculous little pufferfish just to flick my flint and steel and turn their cardboard fins into brightly blazing torches. Look how merrily your wool and wood crackle as the flames engulf one fish after another, turning your future ocean into a literal firestorm where your prickly friends are being toasted faster than you can even shout my name. With a gloating laugh, I slam the final red-hot magma blocks into the pulsing body of my lava slime, which now towers over the arena like a living mountain of liquid flame. And to finally breathe destructive life into it, I solemnly raise my hand and hurl my legendary fire staff right into the very heart of this build. Watch, Mikey, as the artifact instantly ignites inside. Hey! Watch the final chord of your crushing defeat, Mikey, as my lava slime, fueled by the power of the ancient staff, begins to pulse with dazzling light and spew real fire meteors from its red-hot gut. Your 3 surviving pufferfish look simply ridiculous as flaming stones rain down on them from the sky, turning their fragile, scaly bodies into clouds of steam and charred needles before they even had a chance to puff up in fear once in their empty glass jars. One precise volley, and not even a wet spot is left of your pufferfish army as my giant jumping volcano systematically incinerates every block on your side of the arena, leaving you not a single chance for salvation. While you're covering your head in terror from the flying sparks, I'm announcing my absolute victory in this final round with a triumphant laugh. That's how our incredible adventures ended.